I've been working in football all my life. After I finished my studies, I started as an intern at RC Lens, and I worked there for 4 to 5 years. Made it a bit special for me because I'm from the north of France, so I've been supporting the club since I was a boy, so it was a special moment for me. And then at some point I thought it was time for me to jump on another project. I thought I was then able to manage the club, and I had the opportunity to go to England, to Barnsley FC in the Championship. And then 6 months after I arrived at the club was taken over by Paul in Chien. And after we managed to achieve promotion from League One to Championship, I had the opportunity to go to Nice on a much bigger project, and it's not the kind of opportunity you turn down. I'm the lead executive on site, so obviously I'll be focusing myself on every aspect of the business, football and non-football activities. I came here a few times when I was younger, so yeah. It's the first time I came to the football club, but I came to the city a few times. Yeah. The big challenge now is rebuilding the squad because there is a lot of work to be done. We don't have a lot of players under contract, which in my opinion is actually an opportunity because we've got the opportunity to rebuild the way we want to do it. And with the arrival of a new coaching staff, we need to make sure Alexander is in the right environment to perform. So very exciting times. Well, obviously we want to make sure we don't play for relegation every year. So this season is going to be a building job because there is a lot of work to be done on the squad, like I said. But if we build the good core of the squad this season, we're going to have a team who could grow year after year, and in 2 or 3 years' time, this team will be ready to compete for much bigger things. We used to work entirely with data in Barnsley. In Nice, it was a bit different because I was taking over in a club that was using a more traditional scouting system. So we wanted for both the traditional scouting and the data to complement each other, which is, in my opinion, the best system. So I'm not saying we're not gonna make any mistake. We're still gonna make mistake because recruitment is about avoiding mistake as much as you can. So I think it's gonna give us an advantage on others. And hopefully we'll make less mistake and then most good decision. Financial sustainability of a club is very important, and fans should understand that. Sometimes you can get excited by a billionaire taking over your club, but the day the guy get bored of his toy, then you end up in a situation which is not good. So our way of working is balancing budget, is running it like a proper business, and it doesn't mean you can't be competitive. You can balance your budget, and long term you're gonna have an advantage on other, and your financial stability is gonna be a great asset. The team is going to start training on the 24th of June, so obviously the aim is to get signing prior to this date. So Alexander will have as much player as we can, because in my opinion success is also based on how long you've got to work with the squad, and especially with Alexander and us wanting to implement a new style of play. It's important that he has enough time with the player, 6-7 weeks pre-season, to make them understand what the new style of play is, what it requires from each of them. So yeah, hopefully we'll have something to announce short term. In our strategy, it's clear that we want the team to get younger, and the team will get younger. So it means, yeah, we're going to sign 95% of the players we're going to sign are going to be under the age of 25. Now, if there is a free player who is above this age and fits exactly what we want to implement, and is going to help a younger player who is going to play next to him quicker, then it makes total sense for us to sign this kind of player if the wages are reasonable and everything. We're not going to break the bank for a 28 years old. And there is a lot of exciting young player in Belgium, and I believe they will be interested in our project because we're going to offer minutes to be played in the top division in Belgium. So for a Belgian player, I think Ostend is a great place to come. As a board, we decided that we wanted to implement a counter-pressing style of football because we believe this is one of the most successful way of playing football and one of the most exciting for fans. And so we started having a look at the people who could implement this style of play the best. And we had an extensive recruitment process. We interviewed more than 5 candidates who fits exactly the bill. And Alexander was by far the best candidate. He has 8 years of experience in the Red Bull group, who is for me the best example of the things we want to implement. And he has a great personality and is definitely ready to make the step up to first team football. For us, it's very important for the fans to feel very close to their club, and trust me, they'll feel closer to their club than they've ever thought. It's very important for the player to understand what it means for the people living in Ostend and supporting Ostend, what it means for them what the club means for them, and if the player understands that correctly, they will be able to give their all for the fans, and this is definitely what we want to create. And then the club has a big part to play in the local community, and we will increase our activity on this side. You will see. The objective is to see KV Ostend everywhere in Ostend and even on a larger scale.